Early in the morning.
Welcome back to the channel, guys. You already know who it is. It's your boy Cam, Topical Juice. And guys, I'm gonna cut straight to the chase for this one because I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And you can tell by the title, you'll know by the title why. First things first, I wanna say rest in paradise, Ahmaud Arbery. And I hope that's how you pronounce his name. I heard the news presenter pronounce it like that. So Ahmaud Arbery, rest in paradise, king. I pray you get justice. Now, for those that do not know, before I go into a rant, very passionate rant, a unarmed black guy who was on a jog in Georgia got murdered, right? He actually got murdered months ago. Why are we only hearing about it now? Because finally the world got a look at some footage, of some video footage. Now, out of respect for the dead, I'm not going to play that footage because it's downright horrific and it triggers me and I don't want to watch it again and start punching the camera and that. So the official story is that there was a lot of break-ins apparently in this neighborhood, and the black guy who was jogging, Mr. Arbery, was accused of breaking into these houses. Let me put this in its simplest terms, yeah? He was murdered because he was black. Yeah, there is no two ways about this. He was shot, he was chased down and shot dead in broad day because he was black, because he looked like someone that's been breaking into homes, because he looks like a criminal. Why do you think, that the black community historically has a horrific relationship with the feds? What? Because racism is rife. It never. This was my day off. I wasn't even trying to talk about this. You know what? Yeah, screw that. You know how passionate I am about race. Yeah, I didn't want this channel to become some big, pro-black, this, that, and the other. But I will keep using this channel to talk about injustice. This is an injustice. This is taking me back to years ago. Yeah, with Eric Garner. When the police used an illegal move against Eric Garner, he choked out and died in broad day with witnesses, with videos, and they still bust case, and they still get away with it. This is taking me back to Trayvon Martin days, where he's getting murdered at night, point blank range, because it looks like he's breaking into someone, and flipping, what's that guy's name, that stupid guy, he gets away with it. He gets away with it. Self-defense, or whatever the stupid rule is in America. The Charleston shootings, where a guy goes into the church and murders 9 people. They initially said it was self-defense before the videos came out. The reason why I got this, this is a black power fist with broken handcuffs. This is the most powerful piece of ink on my body, I got this because of solidarity for my brothers and sisters that are getting gunned down, unarmed every single day in the States, and it brings me to tears. This is racism. I remember growing up, people used to say, oh, you lot cry racism so much. Oh, I'm so bored of, so non-black people, oh, I'm so bored of racism. Oh, racism this, racism that. No, you got no idea what racism is. This is what racism is. Going for a jog, going for a jog in a neighborhood and not coming home because you're black. That's what racism is. Do you know how many times I go to the park and do my calisthenics training? My mom lets me do that, obviously. Yeah, I go to the park, or how many times I go for a bike ride. Imagine me not coming home from that bike ride because of the colour of my skin. Because I took a left turn in a neighbourhood and he must be cycling away from a crime, and I get gunned down. Do you know how many times I got stopped by the feds because of my skin colour? Because I looked like someone they were looking for when really I had my mum shopping in the car. Or because I looked at a meat wagon and I looked at them and I sped up when I saw them. Or I've been booked and ticketed for crossing the road, jaywalking. That's not even illegal in this country. But yet when I was a kid, I was getting stopped by the feds for jaywalking. Are you crazy? Do you know what do you think that is? There's no way, racism is the same as in America, in the sense that it's not as common in the UK, and the outward racism, the open racism is not as common in England as it is in America, but it still exists. Mark Duggan, he was unarmed. I don't care what he was doing around the time. I don't care what the rumors were or who got or what he was involved with. When he was killed, he was unarmed. Facts. Simple. I don't care about the alleged strap that was down the road or whatever. He was unarmed. Yeah? Mr. Arbery got murdered because he was black. It is that simple. The miseducation, it's the negative stereotypes. He was going for a jog. Why did he have to lose his life? All you gotta do is ask yourself, if you're not black, all you gotta do is ask yourself in this life, if someone asked you, would you like to be treated the way black people are treated on this planet? What would your answer be? Even if you didn't really know how much about racism, a lot of people will still say no, because deep down they know. They know about rankings, they know about society, they know about how backwards this stupid world actually is. I'm sick of this. I'm absolutely sick of this. How can you get? And do you know why? Do you know why there was no investigation? Forget the bullshit about, oh, because it was coronavirus, corona. Nah, shut up. I ain't trying to hear that. It's because he was an ex-police officer of 30 years in the force. That's why. What do you think this is? What do you think this is? He's a Fed. There was no investigation. The reason why there's an investigation now, and the only reason I can report on this now, is because a video got leaked 2 months later. Look around you. This is the world we live in. You think there's no secrets. You think there's no corruption. You think there's no racism. You think a world like that exists. No, you're living in a dreamland. That's the reality of some people. Our reality is that the people that I consider my people, my community, are dropping dead legally in the hands of white shooters in America, and that's it. I'm sorry. If it was a black guy that murdered him. If it was a black guy that murdered him on gang related, black on black crime, look at them, they're doing it again, it's their own fault. But when it's blue, so when it's feds killing black people, or ex-feds killing black people, or just white racists in Georgia killing black people, that was a modern day lynching. You know how much I talk about history on my videos, yeah, and how history directly plays a part in where we are today. Like I said, it's not history coming around on a whim. It's not random. That is where we've come from. That is where we are. He was allowed to kill that young 25-year-old black guy on his daily jog and get away with it because he's white and because the murdered guy was black and because racism is real. That's the only reason why people can get away with this shit. Rest in peace. I don't even know what the point of this video was, but I just wanted to rant. Rest in peace. Rest in paradise. Rest in paradise, Mr. Arbery. Honestly, rest in paradise. And I'm sorry you're now another statistic. I really am. And I hope that you're in your memory. I don't know, we can do, and the rest of the other memories with everyone else that's getting murdered, cold blood. I hope we can do something and change this, because I'm sick of this. I really am. Please hit the thumbs up. Please hit the subscribe button if you're new. Don't worry, I'm not going to be throwing race down your throat in every single video, but like I said, I'm not going to apologize for supporting and standing up for what I believe in. So yeah, it is what it is. So thank you for that, and rest in peace, and I want some damn justice.